Harihi Om. My dear holy souls, this is Mata Anantananda, Sri Sadguru Shivarama Avadhuta Ashramam, Kamavaram village, Kannur district, Andhra Pradesh state from Bharat, that is India. Under the caption of Wonderful Indian Folk Stories, we are enjoying the thrillful, wonderful, twistful and adventurous stories of Bhatti and Vikramaditya, the historical personalities of ancient India. In that series of videos, this is 65th one. The light stand had continued the story when the curtain had quit to narrate the story in middle. This is the first part of light stand's version. Main incidents in the story are: the divine ladies had given Amrit to the couple. Aprupa Sundari conceived the pregnancy. The washwoman's report. Servant maids trials to trace out the secrecy like a sand test. They complained to King Gandheshwara his high grievance. The outcoming skills from this story: before complaining about an issue to higher authorities, we must investigate it to confirm the truth and complexity. This story makes us to learn such sharpness. The remaining story we can enjoy in the video. By the way, the curtain had suggested Vikramaditya, who is in disguise of the merchant of ornaments, as the light stand can narrate the remaining story because it had heard it as per curtain's notice. So that Vikramaditya had thanked to the curtain and said to the light stand, which is in the corner of the room, "Oh, light stand, my dear one, the curtain had said that you had heard the remaining story, so please let me know, because of the suspense which had terminated by the curtain in middle. I want to know, unless I know it, I can't get sleep. Though this beautiful girl, the Princess Helavati, had selected me as her husband, but she's not conversing with me. She's keeping silence, so that time is very bored for me. I'm not getting the sleep even. So that let me enjoy the story." He said like that with the light stand. Immediately, by leaving the curtain, Betala had entered into the light stand, then said, "Oh, king, it's okay. You are very leisure and you are very comfortable. That's why you're saying to tell the story. But I am not comfortable like you. I was in the corner of the room and very in the neglective position. That's why I'm not happy. I can't narrate the story." It had said like that. Then immediately Helavati, forgetting to call the servant maids, she had jumped out of the bed and she ran to the light stand, and she brought it in the middle of the room, and she had kept it in between the two beds of herself and Vikramaditya. She had forgotten everything because she lied in the interest of the story. She's also suffering with suspense, so that she had done such. And by laughing at her with naughtiness, Vikramaditya said to the light stand, "Oh, light stand, did you observe this girl, the beautiful Princess Halavati, had realized that you are not comfortable. That's why she made you as comfortable. Such a generous princess she is. Okay, now let me enjoy this story." Then Lightstand said, "Why not, Your Majesty, your King of Kings? You asked me to tell the story is my uh, God's grace, like that. It's my luckiness. That's why happily I'll narrate the story." And it had said like that and continued with the story. All the listeners, direct listeners and indirect listeners, all are very happy because they are able to hear the continuity of this story. Then the light stand had continued her story like this. Then, like that, as per the narration you heard from the curtain, Apurupa Sundara he was kidnapped by the divine ladies. They were enjoying with him on each and every night as one of the lady like that, and they thought that his wife also eligible to enjoy with him. That's why they decided and they done as per that decision. They were dropping him on to her bed on each and every eighth day, and that in the semi-conscious state, and to make him happy, Aprupa Sundara, the divine ladies have given Amrit to him. And to increase his happiness, they had given it to Aprupa Sundari also. Then, like that, on the next eighth day, again Aprupa Sundari had enjoyed with her husband in semi consciousness. That's why she thought that she had got the dream such that. And then the next day she had told to her servant maids, and today night also I enjoyed the dream in which I enjoyed the time with the intimacy, with the love with my husband. She said like that, and she had gone to bath, and later she had gone to the temple. And then to please her, because of hypocritically, the servant maids, they said, yes, yes, your princess, like that they said. And in her absence, they discussed about it, how it is possible. Because we are all here, nobody, no male is coming here, even her husband, even our prince Aprupa Sundara. But how it is possible? On each and every eighth night, there are symbols as um, intersection, intercourse with her, with some other male, some male, might be her husband or some other man. We don't know, but we must investigate into this issue. Otherwise, our heads will cut off by the king. They thought like that. And while they were discussing like that, the washer woman, washer maid, she came there. Her name was Lachi. And she said, oh, servant maids, why you are gathered here, I don't know. But I want to inform you about about an important thing. And last 1 week back also, I washed the princess clothes, the sari and other things. But I sensed that night she engaged with her husband. Then the servant maids were shocked by the words of the washerwoman. They said, how can you say? She said, it's my profession. Since generations, we are talented to say by washing the clothes of the people, we can sense they are wed by male or female. What is their mental status, and either eager or else lustful like that. And when they engaged also, we can notice, and with whom also we can, because I washed the clothes of both the prince and princess, so that I know the young couple. On the sari of princess, there were the fluids from the body of Aprupa Sundara, our prince. I know very much. I am very confirmed about it because of my talent itself. She confirmed like that. And they terrified the servant maids. Then they thought that they can report it to the king or not. But before reporting to king, let us investigate. They thought like that. Then the next day itself, they're very carefully guarding the room of the bedroom of Apurupa Sundari. On eighth day, they spread the sand on the terrace, on the steps, and in her room also. They thought that if somebody come into the room, their footprints will be on the sand, so that they can trace out the truth. They thought like that, and they spread it. And as usual, she slept on the bed, because after she slept on the bed, they left the service of weaving with the hand fan like that. Then they spread the sand in the room, so that during the full night they washed without closing their eyelids. Day passed away. In the dawn, as usual, on each and every eighth day, Aprupa Sundari said, today also I got the sweet dream in which I enjoyed the intimacy with my husband. He loved me, he petted me like anything. She said like that, and she gone to this bath and temple. Then immediately they rushed, some of the people rushed into the room and some washed on the floors and some had gone to terrace to watch. They keenly observed, but there were no footprints on the sand. They wondered like anything how they can get this footprints, because the divine ladies, they were taking the Prince Aparupa Sundara directly in the air, and they dropped him on the bed of Aparupa Sundari, and by before just dawn, sunrise, they were taking him directly from the bed. They were not stepping on the floor, so that how any footprints will be there on the sand. Days passed, and again the servant maids, they continued their test by dropping flour on one day, the flour of a rice flour like that, and they put some gummy materials like that, but in vain. And meantime, this princess, she got pregnant. She conceived pregnancy. The washerwoman, she confirmed it. Yes, she conceived the pregnancy, and that pregnant fluids were there on her clothes. She confirmed like that. And then they tried again and again, the servant maids, to look after and to search out, they investigate the secret behind this, but in vain. Almost 8th month arrived. Then they thought it will be very dangerous if they drag the time, so that immediately they want to go to complain to the king. But they were very frightened, because when Aparupa Sundara was missed on the missing day, after 2 or 3 days after their investigation, their search in the palace, when they complained it to the King Gandhesara, what had happened, they were very remember. On that day, while after hearing the missing of his son's news, the king Gandheswara had fallen down on the floor, became unconscious. All the ministers, they served him, they um, sprinkled water on his face and made him to become conscious. Then he cried like anything, why you made me to come consciousness? Let me go to die. By missing my son, how can I lead the life? I got him after so long time, after penance towards God Mahashiva. Then I got him. And after great search, I located a daughter-in-law for him, a suitable girl. Now, due to my misfate, I received such a news. I can't live life. Then the ministers, they condolence to him. Why you are worrying, King? Your Majesty, let us search in the city. He might gone into the city, or else he might gone into the forest for the sake of fun like that. Don't worry. Then he said, the king, in such case, our spying our spies will come and they'll report us. So, such we did receive. If he committed suicide with any grievance, then he must be located by his body, dead body. That also we didn't get. Um, he said like that, and he cried. The minister said, don't think such negatively, O king, let us search. And then after searching also, all in the palace and all in the city, they didn't receive any information. Since that the king and the family of king was very um, with high grievance, then how can we go and report this another such a terrific thing? They thought like that, but there is no alternate for them. If they leave some more time, then it will become dangerous to their lives also. By thinking like that, they have gone to the king and they reported it in the assembly. The thing, then king became faint almost. He said, by missing my son, we are leading the life like a lifeless creatures like that. Now what a danger this is. Then he asked his queens, go and inquire the daughter-in-law. Then the queens with high grievance, they have gone to the 7th shade palace, and they reached Apurupa Sundari and they asked about it. And she said with a great crying, with great sorrowfulness, she said, how you are suspecting me? I became from such a respectable family and from such a far away Mahendragiri by by taking the hand of my husband, your son. I came here. I was very happy with him, and I belong to chastity women, and I belong to such family. By having the sweetness of honey, anybody will go to the other things. By having the bath in the holy Ganges, how can a man or woman, a person will go to drink to the dirty water? I'm not such kind of woman. I don't know the other face of any male person except my father and my father-in-law. Don't suspect me. I don't know how this happened. On each and every eighth day, I'm getting the dream in which I am engaging with my husband. I told it on each and every moment with my servant maids. You can inquire them. I don't know any other mistake, and I didn't done any unfaithful and sinful thing. Believe me, might be the cruel God had made my husband as disappeared, and he had given such a punishment to me. I don't know any sin. She cried like anything. And the queens returned to the king Gandheswara and they reported everything with very sorrowfulness. And then Gandheswara also, he asked advice to his kings, ministers. They said, "Oh, my dear majesty, though the washerwoman had confirmed that the conceive of the pregnancy is of due to our prince Apurupa Sundara, but people they won't believe. By bribing the washerwoman, we are saying spreading such a story to protect the family respect. Like this, the people will think we belong to Indians. Our great God Sri Rama, due to the blame from the people, he had driven his lovable wife Sitamma to the forest. We belong to such race, so that we should protect the loyalty and fame of the royal family, so that we can't make the people to believe this one. People will suspect your daughter-in-law, the Princess Aparupa Sundari. What will we have to do? She must get punishment." Then the king said, "I can't deal this issue because of my affection on my daughter-in-law and my son. With the suspect that in the pregnancy it might be the heir of my royal family, so that I can't give right punishment to her. So that let us call the scholars and let us make the assembly, and with the law experts, let us have a session." He said like that. Then the ministers are going to arrange for such. What will happen next in the story? Let me continue in the other video. Harihi Om. Thank you for watching.